Hello students and good morning. So now I am doing class for class 11. The topic is the same topic that we were doing in the last online class. That is, today we will do this same topic, that is trigonometrical ratios of compound angles. So same exercise 4 marks section, page number 139 from the book Higher Mathematics for class 11 by SN. So let's do this question number 5. And in the last online class, we did up to question number 4. So let's do this question number 5. So question number 5 here is, if A plus B is equal to 45 degree, you prove that 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B is equal to 2. Hence, you have to find out the value for tan 22.5 degree. So what is given out here? A plus B is equal to 45 degree. First of all, you have to prove that 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B is equal to 2. And hence, you have to find out the value of that trigonometrical ratio, that is tan 22.5 degree. Okay, is it understood now? So let's do this question now. So here given is, let us write down given here. Here given is A plus B is equal to, it is 45 degree. Okay. So let us get the value for either A or B. You can get the value for either A or B and then put that value of A or B on the left hand side to prove LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. So let us get the value for A. A is equal to, this is 45 degree minus B. Okay. So let us prove this LHS is equal to RHS. So now here LHS is equal to, what is LHS? 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B. So here you can put the value for A, 1 plus tan of, what is the value for A? The value for A is 45 degree minus B. It is 45 degree minus B. Second bracket is closed. Then within bracket 1 plus tan B. Is that clear? So now in this case, this expression 1 plus tan B, it is kept as it is. Only you have to simplify tan of 45 degree minus B. Here you can use the formula of tan of A minus B. Okay. So which is equal to, within bracket 1 plus, what is tan of A minus B? You know the formula, tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. 1 plus tan A tan B. Okay. Here A is 45 degree and B is B. Here A is 45 degree and B is B. Okay. So now it is 1 plus tan B. Is that clear? So which is equal to, let us simplify it. Let us put the value for tan 45. 1 plus, what is tan 45? That is 1. It is 1 minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan 45 is 1. 1 into tan B is tan B. Bracket closed. Then into, this is 1 plus tan B. So I think you have understood it up to here. So what's the LCM now? So what's the LCM here now? 1 plus tan B is the LCM. Okay. 1 plus tan B into 1 is 1 plus tan B plus 1 minus tan B. Is that clear? Into, what do we write here? 1 plus tan B. So now you have to simplify this expression. So you can cancel this 1 plus tan B, 1 plus tan B will be cancelled. Your tan B minus tan B will be cancelled, which is equal to, what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is proved, isn't it? That is 1 plus 1 is 2. So it is proved. Okay. So now we have proved this first part, that is 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B is equal to 2. Hence, From this proof, you have to get the value for tan 22.5 degree. Okay, so let us find it now. So now in this case, since we have proved that 1 plus tan A 1 plus tan B is equal to 2. We have proved it. Just now we proved that 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B is equal to 2. So from this proof, we can get the value for tan 22.5 degree. Okay. Since here A plus B is equal to 45 degree. So now we can put A is equal to 22.5 degree and B is also 22.5 degree. So how can you prove that A is equal to 22.5 degree and B is equal to 22.5 degree? Okay, so let us check it. We can put, I told you that we can put A is equal to 22.5 degree and B is equal to 22.5 degree. Okay, so but in the question it is given that A plus B is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so A plus B. So what is A out here? What is the value for A? 22.5 degree. This is 22.5 degree plus what is B here? It is also 22.5 degree. Right, let us simplify it. 22.5 degree means 45 degree by 2 plus 22 2s are 44 plus 1 is 45 degree by 2. So if you add these two numbers, you should get this 45 degree. Then only you can take A is equal to 22.5 degree and B is equal to 22.5 degree. So what is 45 degree by 2 plus 45 degree by 2? It is 90 degree by 2, which is equal to 45 degree. So in the question it is given that A plus B is equal to 45 degree. So we can take A is equal to 22.5 degree and B is equal to 22.5 degree. So let us put it out here. So therefore 1 plus tan 22.5 degree 1 plus tan 22.5 degree, which is equal to 2. So I think you have understood it. Okay, so we have put A is equal to B is equal to 22.5 degree. Okay, so these are same expression, you can multiply them. 1 plus tan 22.5 degree whole square is equal to 2. Okay, is that clear? So in the next step, what will you do? Let us find out the value for 1 plus tan 22.5 degree, which is equal to plus minus root 2, or what is the value for tan 22.5 degree, which is equal to plus minus, it is plus minus root over 2 minus 1. But in this case we have got two values of tan 22.5 degree. One is plus root 2 minus 1, that is your positive value, and the other one is minus root 2 minus 1, that is your negative value. But only one sign is correct. Okay, that is we have got two values of tan 22.5 degree here. One is root 2 minus 1. Root 2 minus 1 is positive. You know that root 2 is more than 1. So root 2 minus 1 is always positive, and minus root 2 minus 1 is negative. So which is the correct sign here? You know that this 22.5 degree lies in the first quadrant, and in the first quadrant all the trigonometrical ratios are positive. So tan 22.5 degree is always positive, but tan 22.5 degree is positive. So here positive value is the correct answer. So therefore, so which is the correct value of tan 22.5 degree? Tan 22.5 degree is equal to root 2 minus 1. So this is the final answer. So this question is very, very important. You can mark it, right? So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 6. If a plus b plus c is equal to pi and cos a is equal to cos b cos c, so these two conditions are given. You have to prove that number 1 is tan a is equal to tan b plus tan c, and number 2 you have to prove that 2 cot b cot c is equal to 1. So let us prove it now. So this question is very important. You can mark it, right? So here given is, so what is given here? A plus b plus c is equal to pi and cos a is equal to cos b cos c. So now let us prove this number 1, that is tan a is equal to tan b plus tan c. So let us prove number 1. So here LHS is equal to tan a, right? So tan a can be written as sin a divided by cos a. Okay, so sin a is there. So in the numerator you can put the value of this angle a from given. It is given that a plus b plus c is equal to pi. So what is the value for a from here? A is equal to pi minus within bracket b plus c. So is equal to sin within second bracket. What is the value for a from given? Pi minus within bracket you can write b plus c. Second bracket close, whole divided by. So what will you do with this denominator? You can put the value for cos a. What is the value for cos a? It is cos b cos c. Here you can put cos b cos c, which is equal to, now this is sin 180 minus theta. B plus c is taken as theta. So it is sin pi minus theta. So you know that pi minus some angle always lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sign is always positive. So usually we don't write positive sign. And this pi is 180. 180 means 90 into 2. That is even multiple of 90. So sign remains same. So it is sine of b plus c divided by, this is cos b cos c. Is it clear to all of you? Now you can use the formula in the numerator. Now what will you do in the next step? So in the next step you can use the formula in the numerator. That is the formula of sine of a plus b. Okay. So what is sine of b plus c? Sine b cos c plus cos b sine c. This divided by cos b into cos c. Denominator is kept as it is. Now since you have to prove this right hand side as tan b plus tan c, so let us separate this fraction. We can separate this fraction, isn't it? So which is equal to, now in the next step let us separate this fraction. Sin b cos c, sin b cos c is in the numerator divided by, what is the denominator in this case? Cos b cos c. It is cos b cos c plus, next cos b sin c divided by cos b cos c. Cos b sin c, it is cos b sin c divided by, in the denominator you have to write cos b cos c. We can write cos b into cos c. So cancel this cos c cos c. Here cos b can be cancelled. What is sin b by cos b? It is tan b plus, what is sin c by cos c? It is tan c. So it is proved. So I think you have understood it. So we have proved number 1, that is LHS is equal to RHS. Now let us prove this number 2. So now how can you prove this number 2? How will you prove 2 cot b cot c is equal to 1? Okay. So let us prove it from given. So again, what is the second given condition out here? It is cos a is equal to cos b cos c. So here given is cos A is equal to cos B cos C. Okay. Now on the left hand side there is cos A. You can put the value of this angle A from given. So here A is equal to, this is also pi minus within bracket B plus C. So or now this is cos within second bracket. What is A here? What is the value for A from here? It is pi minus B minus C, isn't it? And minus B minus C, from there you can take minus common. So minus within bracket B plus C. So it is pi minus within bracket. You can write B plus C is equal to, right hand side is kept as it is. So this is your cos B cos C. Now next, what is this cos 180 minus B plus C? So B plus C is taken as theta. So this is cos 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta always lies in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant you know that cos is negative, minus, since it is pi 180, that is 90 into 2, even multiple of 90, so cos remains as it is, cos. So it is B plus C, right hand side is kept as it is cos B cos C. So I think you have understood it. Okay, now let us use the formula minus within bracket cos of B plus C. Which formula is used? Cos of A plus B, isn't it? You know cos of A plus B. What is the formula? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. But here it is cos B cos C minus sin B sin C. Okay, is equal to cos B cos C, right hand side is kept as it is. Okay, now multiply by minus sign here, minus cos B cos C, minus into minus plus, it is sin B sin C is equal to, on the right hand side you can write cos B cos C. So I think you have understood it. Now from here, from this relation, we can prove 2 cot B cot C is equal to 1. Okay. So now cos B cos C, take it to the left hand side. Keep the terms containing cos B cos C on the left hand side and sin B sin C on the right hand side. So what do we get now? Minus cos B cos C. Then cos B cos C, here it becomes minus cos B cos C. This cos B cos C is taken to the left hand side is equal to, now sin B sin C, take it to the right hand side. So it is minus sin B sin C. Clear? Or now same sign. These are the same expression and same sign. You can add them. So it is minus 2 cos B cos C is equal to minus, this is sin B sin C. Is it clear now? So from both the sides you can cancel this minus sign. From both the sides minus sign is cancelled. Okay. Now in the next step, now we can prove this number 2. So what will you do here? You divide both the sides by sin B sin C in order to get 2 cot B cot C is equal to 1. So let us divide both the sides by sin B sin C. Dividing both the sides by sin B sin C. Sin B sin C. So therefore 2 cos B cos C divided by sin B sin C is equal to, on the right hand side, sin B sin C divided by sin B sin C. Okay, so you can cancel it. Or now we can write here 2 into, what is cos B by sin B? It is cot B into, what is cos C by sin C? It is cot C, which is equal to 1. So it is done, proved. So we have proved both the result, number 1 and number 2. So here we have proved that Number 2, that is 2 cot B cot C is equal to 1. So it is done. Okay, so you can copy it. So this question number 6 is very, very important. You can mark it. So let's do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 7. An angle theta is divided into 2 parts, alpha and beta. An angle theta is divided into 2 parts, alpha and beta, such that tan alpha is to tan beta is equal to x is to y. So prove that this LHS is equal to RHS. You have to prove sine of alpha minus beta is equal to x minus y upon x plus y into sine theta. Okay, so in the question it is given that an angle theta is divided into 2 parts, that is alpha and beta. So what is the relation between theta, alpha and beta? Since theta is divided into 2 parts, we can write theta is equal to alpha plus beta. Okay, such that it is also given that tan alpha is to tan beta is equal to x is to y. Here ratio is given. The ratio can be written in terms of fraction. That is tan alpha divided by tan beta is equal to x upon y. That is also given. So you have to prove that sine of alpha minus beta is equal to x minus y upon x plus y into sine theta. So let us prove this LHS is equal to RHS from given. Okay. So this is the solution. Since theta is divided into 2 parts, alpha and beta. So what can you write from here? Therefore, theta is equal to alpha plus beta. You can write it. So also what is given in the question? Tan alpha is to tan beta is equal to x is to y. Again, what is given in this case? Tan alpha is to tan beta is equal to x is to y. So you know ratio, isn't it? Ratio means that is this first term is known as antecedent and the second term is known as the consequent. You know that. You have done it in class 9 or 10, right? So this ratio can be written in terms of fraction, that is antecedent divided by consequent. So here you can write tan alpha divided by tan beta is equal to x upon y. Okay, but in this case, now how will you simplify it? We have to prove x minus y upon x plus y. You should get x minus y upon x plus y. We can get it with the help of componendo and dividendo. You should know what is componendo and dividendo. So I think you have done it in class 10. In class 10 there is a chapter in trigonometry, not in trigonometry, ratio and proportion. In ratio and proportion you should know about componendo and dividendo. Suppose there is a relation A upon B is equal to C upon D. So by componendo and dividendo, so by componendo and dividendo, so by componendo and dividendo, what can you write? So you can write here by component dividendo, there is a rule, that is numerator is A plus. If you write plus sign in the numerator, it will be A plus B, that is numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator, that is A minus B, is equal to. Similarly on the right hand side there is plus sign in the numerator, that is numerator C plus denominator is D divided by numerator minus denominator, that is C minus D. So this is known as componendo and dividendo. Or you may write it as minus sign in the numerator and plus sign in the denominator, that is numerator minus denominator divided by numerator plus denominator is equal to, on the right hand side also you can write C minus D divided by numerator plus denominator. So this is known as componendo and dividendo. So in this case also you have to use componendo and dividendo like this. But before that, let us convert this tan alpha and tan beta in terms of sine and cos. So what is tan alpha? You know that this is sine alpha by cos alpha. What is tan beta? It is sine beta divided by cos beta, which is equal to, this is your x upon y. Is it clear now? So let us simplify this fraction now. So or sine alpha by cos alpha is in the numerator. So when this denominator goes up in the numerator, you know that this becomes upside down. That is, you may have here, this is cos beta divided by sine beta, which is equal to x upon y. Is that clear to all of you now? So now in order to prove this, sine of alpha minus beta is equal to x minus y upon x plus y into sine theta, from here you have to use componendo and dividendo. Since there is minus sign in the numerator, you write minus sign in the numerator after applying componendo and dividendo. So let us write here by componendo and dividendo, comma, we have, so let us use componendo and dividendo here. So now let us write down minus sign in the numerator. So this left hand side becomes numerator minus denominator, that is sine alpha cos beta minus, what is the denominator? Cos alpha sine beta. It is cos alpha sine beta divided by, in the denominator, numerator plus denominator, that is, what is numerator here? Sine alpha cos beta plus, what is the denominator? Cos alpha sine beta. It is cos alpha sine beta, which is equal to, similarly on the right hand side you have to use componendo and dividendo, but you have to write down minus sign in the numerator. So it will be x numerator, x minus denominator, x minus y divided by numerator plus denominator. Is that clear to all of you? I think you have understood it. Okay, so now you can use the formula now. So this is just like your sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Here alpha is A and beta is B. So what is the formula? It is sine of alpha minus beta divided by, in the denominator also, this is in the form sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Here alpha is A and beta is B. So what is the formula? Sine of A plus B. So this is sine of alpha plus beta is equal to, right hand side is kept as it is, that is x minus y upon x plus y. Okay, now cross multiply by sine of alpha plus beta here, or what do we get? Sine of alpha minus beta is equal to x minus y upon x plus y into, this is sine of alpha plus beta. Is that clear now? So now instead of this alpha plus beta, you can write theta, because in the question it is given that theta is divided into two parts, alpha and beta. That is, you can write theta is equal to alpha plus beta. So instead of this alpha plus beta, you may write theta. Okay, so or this is sine of alpha minus beta is equal to, this is x minus y upon x plus y into, this is sine theta. So it is proved. So we have done it. Is that clear to all of you? So I think you have understood it. So we have proved it. Sine of alpha minus beta is equal to x minus y upon x plus y, x minus y upon x plus y into sine theta. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now We'll do the next question, that is question number 8. If tan theta is equal to q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. Here p and q are given in terms of capital letters. So this is given, that is the value for tan theta is given, which is equal to q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. You have to prove that tan of alpha minus theta is equal to p sine alpha divided by q plus p cos alpha. So let us prove it. Okay, from given you have to prove this LHS is equal to RHS. So let us write down given part. Here given is tan theta is equal to q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. So let us keep it as it is. Okay, so let us prove this LHS is equal to RHS. So let us write down left hand side now. Is equal to tan of alpha minus theta. So in this case, which formula is used? You can use the formula of tan of a minus b. So now you know tan of a minus b, isn't it? What is tan of a minus b? That is tan a tan alpha minus tan theta divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. 1 plus tan alpha tan theta. So now in the next step, what will you do? You can put the value for tan theta from given. That is tan theta is equal to what? It is q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. But what will you do with this tan alpha? What will you do with this tan alpha? This tan alpha can be written in terms of sine alpha by cos alpha. So your tan alpha ko jaga ma, let us write instead of tan alpha sine alpha by cos alpha, and let us put the value for tan theta from given and let us simplify it. So we can prove this LHS is equal to RHS. So which is equal to what is tan alpha? It is sine alpha by cos alpha, right? So minus what is tan theta? It is, let us put the value for tan theta from given. It is given as q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. This whole divided by, in the denominator 1 plus. So what will you write for tan alpha? What will you write for tan alpha? So tan alpha is sine alpha by cos alpha. And then what is the value for tan theta? What is tan theta here? It is q sine alpha. It is q sine alpha. So instead of tan theta, you can put the value for tan theta. That is q sine alpha divided by p plus q cos alpha. Is that understood? So I hope you have understood it. So let us take the LCM now, which is equal to what's the LCM in the numerator? In the numerator, what's the LCM? It is cos alpha within bracket p plus q cos alpha, p plus q cos alpha. This is the LCM. The LCM is cos alpha into p plus q cos alpha. So this LCM is divided by cos alpha gets cancelled. You get p plus q cos alpha and it is multiplied by sine alpha. That is p sine alpha, right? P sine alpha plus q sine alpha cos alpha. So this sine alpha is multiplied by p plus q cos alpha. That is p sine alpha plus q sine alpha cos alpha. Then minus sign is there. Then minus sign, what will you write? Again, this LCM is divided by p plus q cos alpha. This p plus q cos alpha and p plus q cos alpha will be cancelled. You will have cos alpha. And this cos alpha is multiplied by q sine alpha. So it is q sine alpha cos alpha. It is q sine alpha cos alpha. So you know how to simplify it, isn't it? We have taken the LCM and we have simplified the numerator. So in the denominator also, what's the LCM? What's the LCM in the denominator? It is again cos alpha. It is cos alpha within bracket p plus q cos alpha. This is the LCM. So this cos alpha into P plus Q cos alpha is the LCM. It is multiplied by 1. What do we get? It is P cos alpha plus, this is P cos alpha plus Q cos square alpha, isn't it? It is Q cos square alpha. Is that clear? This one is multiplied by cos alpha into P plus Q cos alpha. That is P cos alpha plus Q cos square alpha plus, again plus, this LCM is divided by cos alpha into P plus Q cos alpha. That is 1. This LCM is divided by cos alpha into P plus Q cos alpha. That is 1. So 1 into Q into sin alpha into sin alpha. What is that? Q sin square alpha. So it is Q, this is your sin square alpha. Is that understood? So we can cancel it. Cos alpha and P plus Q cos alpha will be cancelled, which is equal to, this will be cancelled. So it is only P sin alpha. This is P sin alpha divided by, in the denominator, this is P cos alpha plus, what is common here? Q is common within bracket. What do we get? It is cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So now in the next step, this is P sin alpha. It is kept as it is, divided by this P cos alpha is also kept as it is, plus Q into, what is cos square alpha plus sin square alpha? That is 1. So Q into 1 is Q. Okay. So into 1. Right. So which is equal to, this is P sin alpha divided by, Q1s are Q. Let us write Q first, then let us write P cos alpha. So we have proved it. Okay. That is, this left hand side is equal to P sin alpha divided by Q plus P cos alpha. So it is done, proved. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 9. Question number 9 is, if sine of alpha plus beta is equal to n into sine of alpha minus beta and n not equal to minus 1, prove that cot alpha is equal to n minus 1 divided by n plus 1 into cot beta. So why is it given n not equal to minus 1? If we put n is equal to minus 1 here, minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. If denominator is 0, it is undefined. That's why it is given as n not equal to minus 1. Is that clear? So from this given, you have to prove this relation. That is, cot alpha is equal to n minus 1 upon n plus 1 into cot beta. So let us prove it from given. Okay. So let us write down, given here is sine of alpha plus beta is equal to n sine of alpha minus beta. Okay. So now since we have to prove n minus 1 upon n plus 1 on the right hand side, so let us take this sine of alpha minus beta to the left hand side. So when it goes to the left hand side, that is sine of alpha minus beta, when it goes to the left hand side, you should write it in the denominator. So, or this is sine of alpha plus beta divided by, this is sine of alpha minus beta is equal to, this is n upon 1. So I think you have understood it. Below n there is 1. If there is no term below n, there is 1. Okay. So now since we have to prove n minus 1 upon n plus 1, so you have to use componendo and dividendo, and you write minus sign in the numerator. So you know how to apply componendo and dividendo. So by componendo and dividendo, by componendo and dividendo, comma, we have, so what do we have? Therefore, let us write down minus sign in the numerator. So it is sine of alpha plus beta minus sine of alpha minus beta divided by numerator plus denominator, that is sine of alpha plus beta plus what is denominator here? Sine of alpha minus beta, which is equal to, on the right hand side you should write numerator minus denominator, that is n minus 1 divided by n plus 1. Okay, now let us simplify this numerator and the denominator. You can use the formula, this is sine of a plus b, this is sine of a minus b, this is also sine of a plus b, this is also sine of a minus b. So let us use the formula here. What is sine of a plus b? Sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. Okay, now what's about sine of alpha minus beta? What is sine of a minus b? Sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. But here it is sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. But because of this minus sign changes. Minus sine alpha cos beta. Since there is minus sign here, so minus into minus is plus cos alpha sine beta. Is that clear? So this whole divided by, this whole thing divided by what? Divided by, similarly in the denominator, sine of a plus b form, sine alpha cos beta plus, this is cos alpha sine beta plus, what is sine of a minus b? Sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. That means we are just using the formula only. Okay, which is equal to, this is n minus 1 upon n plus 1. That is, right hand side is kept as it is. Okay, so here you can cancel this sine alpha cos beta minus sine alpha cos beta, and in the denominator you can cancel cos alpha sine beta minus cos alpha sine beta. It can be cancelled. Okay, or next, what do we write now? Cos alpha sine beta plus cos alpha sine beta, that is 2 cos alpha sine beta. It is 2 cos alpha sine beta, isn't it? Divided by, in the denominator also, sine alpha cos beta plus sine alpha cos beta, that is 2 sine alpha cos beta. It is 2 sine alpha cos beta, which is equal to, now on the right hand side, what do we write? N minus 1 upon n plus 1. It is kept as it is, n minus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, so here 2 gets cancelled, you know that. Or, what is cos alpha by sine alpha? It is cot alpha into, what is sine beta by cos beta? This is your tan beta is equal to n minus 1 upon n plus 1. But it is not proved. We have to prove cot alpha is equal to n minus 1 upon n plus 1 into cot beta. So let us take this tan beta to the right hand side. Okay, so, or now this is cot alpha is equal to n minus 1 upon n plus 1 into 1 upon, this is tan beta. So what is 1 by tan beta? You know that this is cot beta. So, or this is your cot alpha is equal to n minus 1 upon n plus 1 into, what is 1 by tan beta? It is cot beta. So now it is proved. I think you have understood it. When this tan beta goes to the right hand side, you should write in the denominator, so it will be 1 by tan beta, and you know that 1 by tan beta is cot beta. So we have proved the required result, that is LHS is equal to RHS. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question. So now we'll do question number 10, number 1. So we will do 10 number 1. This 10 number 2 will be a homework. You can do it at home. Okay. So let's do this question number 10 number 1. So what is given here? Cot alpha cot beta is equal to 3. You have to prove that cos of alpha minus beta divided by cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 2. You prove left hand side is equal to right hand side from given. Okay. So let's do the solution here. What is given here now? It is cot alpha cot beta is equal to 3. So how can you prove this LHS is equal to RHS from given? So this 10 number 2 is similar to 10 number 1. So 10 number 1, let's do it here. So 10 number 2, you can easily do it at home. Okay. So now in this case, let us convert this cot alpha and cot beta in terms of cos and sine. Right. That is, this is cos alpha by sine alpha into what is cot beta? Cos beta divided by sine beta is equal to, this is 3 upon 1. Is that clear now? So now in this case, since we have to prove cos of alpha minus beta divided by cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 2. So how can you prove this result from this given? You can use componendo and dividendo. Okay. So let us use componendo and dividendo. So by componendo and dividendo, comma, we have. So let us write plus sign in the numerator, since you have to prove cos of alpha minus beta in the numerator. Okay. So let us write down plus sign in the numerator. That is, therefore, numerator plus denominator. What is numerator here? Cos alpha cos beta plus what is denominator? It is sine alpha sine beta divided by numerator minus denominator. That is cos alpha cos beta minus what is denominator? Sine alpha sine beta, which is equal to. Now below 3 there is 1. Here also on the right hand side also you have to use componendo and dividendo. So it is numerator is 3 plus 1 is denominator divided by 1 is the denominator, that is 3 plus 1 divided by numerator is 3 minus denominator is 1. So I think you have understood it. Okay. So now let us use the formula. So in the numerator, which formula is used? It is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. What is the formula? Cos of A minus B. So it is cos of alpha minus beta divided by, and in the denominator, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. What is the formula? Cos of A plus B. Instead of A there is alpha, instead of B there is beta. So it is cos of alpha plus beta, which is equal to 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So what do we get now? It is cos of alpha minus beta divided by cos of alpha plus beta, which is equal to 2. So we have proved the required result. Okay. So it is done, proved. So is that clear to all of you? So you can copy it. So similarly you can do this 10 number 2. So that is your homework. So let's do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is 10 number 3. If 0 degree less than theta less than 90 degree and cos theta plus sin theta is root over 2, you have to find out the value of cos 3 theta. So what is given in the question? Theta lies within 0 degree and 90 degree. That means theta lies in the first quadrant, and in the first quadrant all the trigonometrical ratios are positive. Okay, and also the relation is given cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root over 2. So from these two given relation you have to get the value for cos 3 theta. So let us find out the value for cos 3 theta now. So here given is cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root 2. Okay. So now let us solve this equation. Cos theta plus sin theta is root 2. Let us find out the value for theta from this equation. So you have to convert it into single trigonometric function. Either you can convert this cos theta into sin theta or sin theta into cos theta. So let us convert this cos theta in terms of sin theta. What is cos theta in terms of sin theta? Root over 1 minus sin square theta. Or you may keep this cos theta as it is and you may convert this sin theta in terms of cos theta by writing root under 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. So here in this case we are keeping this sin theta as it is. Let us convert this cos theta in terms of sin theta. So what is the formula for cos theta in terms of sin theta? It is root over 1 minus sin square theta. So plus, let us keep it as it is. This is sin theta is equal to root over 2. Okay. Now you have to remove square root from this 1 minus sin square theta. So let us take this sin theta to the right hand side. So it becomes minus sin theta, isn't it? Or root over, this is your 1 minus sin square theta is equal to root 2 minus sin theta. Is that clear? Now how can you remove square root from the left hand side? You have to square both the sides. So let us write here squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides. So what do we get squaring both the sides? This is root over whole square. Square root will be removed. So it will be only 1 minus sin square theta is equal to, and on the right hand side root 2 minus sin theta whole square. Is it clear now? So left hand side is 1 minus sin square theta is equal to, now on the right hand side this is a minus b whole square. So you know that a minus b whole square, what is a whole square? It is root 2 whole square minus twice into a is root 2 into b is sin theta plus what is b whole square? It is sin square theta. That is your sin theta whole square, which is equal to sin square theta. Okay. Or now this is 1 minus sin square theta is equal to, what is root 2 whole square? You know that this is 2 minus 2 root 2 sin theta, then plus it is sin square theta. Is it clear now? So let us take all the terms to the left hand side, making right hand side as 0. Let us make this right hand side 0 by taking all these terms on the left hand side. Okay. So or in the next step there is minus sin square theta. Let us write it. This is minus sin square theta. Then take this plus sin square theta to the left hand side. It becomes minus sin square theta. This is minus sin square theta. Okay. And this minus 2 root 2 sin theta, when it is taken to the left hand side, becomes plus 2 root 2 sin theta. Is that clear? It is plus 2 root 2 sin theta. Then plus 1 minus 2. Then plus 1 minus 2, which is equal to 0. Okay. So let us simplify it. What is minus sin square theta? Minus sin square theta, same sign, you can add them. So minus sin 2 sin square theta plus 2 root 2 sin theta plus 1 minus 2 is minus 1, which is equal to 0. Let us take minus as common. So within bracket it is 2 sin square theta minus 2 root 2 sin theta minus into minus plus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay. Since there is 0 on the right hand side, you don't have to write minus sign on the left hand side. So it will be 2 sin square theta minus 2 root 2 sin theta plus 1, which is equal to 0. So we have got this equation. Okay. Now how can we solve this equation? You have to solve this equation, right? So now in this case, this can be written in the form of perfect square. A square minus 2ab plus b whole square. So let us write down only the brackets. A square minus twice AB plus B whole square, which is equal to 0. Okay. Now this is 2 sine square theta. When it is kept within whole square, it becomes root 2 sine theta. Here also 1 is there. So within whole square, what will you write? 1. This is the place for A, that is root 2 sine theta. Root 2 sine theta is the value for A. Let us write here root 2 sine theta. And this is the place for B. B here is 1. So this is 1. So let us check it once again. So root 2 sine theta whole square is 2 sine square theta, that is okay. 1 whole square is 1. If you multiply all these three, you will get minus 2 root 2 sine theta. Minus 2 root 2 sine theta. That is okay. Right? So this is in the form A square minus 2AB plus B whole square, which is equal to 0. So now what is the formula here? A square minus 2AB plus B whole square. What is the formula now? It is root 2 sine theta minus 1 whole square, which is equal to 0. Is that clear? So now from here you can get the value for root 2 sine theta minus 1 only, which is root over 0 is 0. If root 2 sine theta minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, so what is the value for root 2 sine theta minus 1 is equal to root over 0? What is square root of 0? That is 0. Okay. So let us get the value for sine theta from here. So it is root 2 sine theta is equal to 1, or what is the value for sine theta? Sine theta is equal to 1 upon root 2. Now we can solve it. We can get the value for theta. Since in the question it is given that theta lies within 0 degree and 90 degree. That means theta lies only in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2, isn't it? So we can solve it, or this is sine theta is equal to, this is your sine 45 degree, because we know that sine 45 degree is 1 upon root 2. So we can write sine theta is equal to sine 45 degree. From both the sides you can cancel sine. So what is theta is equal to? Theta is equal to 45 degree. We have got the value for theta, which is equal to 45 degree. Okay. Now let us find out the value for cos 3 theta. So in the question it is asked to find out the value for cos 3 theta. So let us find it. We can put the value for theta here, which is equal to cos 3 into what is theta here? Just now we got it. Theta is equal to 45 degree, which is equal to cos, let us multiply it. 3 into 45, 3 5s are 15. 1, 3 4s are 12 plus 1 is cos 135 degree. So how will you write it? 135 degree. It can be written as 180 degree minus 45 degree. So how can you evaluate this value? What is cos 180 minus theta? 180 minus theta always lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is always negative, minus. And since this is 180 is 90 into 2, that is even multiple of 90, cos remains as it is. That is cos 45 degree. So which is equal to minus, what is cos 45 degree? It is 1 upon root 2. So what is the final answer? What is the value for cos 3 theta? Which is equal to minus 1 upon root 2. So I think you have understood it. So this question is very, very important. So you can mark it. Okay. So today also we did some problem. I think we did 4 or 5 problems. And I gave you the homework also. You do all these homework. Okay. You do revise all the problems that we have done in trigonometrical ratios of compound angles. And in the next online class, we will do more problems on this chapter, trigonometrical ratios of compound angles. So this much is for today.